We have discussed about how to create the geometry, supports and property. In this session, we will learn how to apply the load cases. So first, we will learn how to create the primary load case. So we have the two type of the primary load case. First one is the dead load and second one is the live load. In the dead load, I have the different type of the dead loads. First is the self-weight. So first I'm just opening my ETABS file. I have created the geometry of banquet hall with the sign of the supports and property. For applying the load, first you just select, you just go to the define and select the load and load patterns. When you will click, I have a dialog box in front of us where I have the different type of the tabs: load, tab, self-weight and auto lateral loads. So in the loads, I have the two type of the by default load names, dead and live loads. So suppose here I am deleting my live loads. Yes, so this is my first load, dead load, and this is the type. Suppose if you are mentioning here dead loads, so you just select the dead loads. Basically type is used for automatic combinations. When you will apply the automatic combinations, the software will calculate the load as per selection of the type. The next self-weight multiplier, it means it is not necessary to apply the self-weight, because by default it will here you mention the value of self-weight, that is the 1, and it will calculate automatically self-weight. Auto lateral load basically used for seismic and wind. So then here I am mentioning dead load, and next one is the live load. So click on add new load. This is my live and selection is live. Add. So here I have the two type of the loads, dead and live, and click on OK. Now first, by default it will calculate the self-weight. Now second load is the members load. Members load, it means suppose I have wall length 0.23 meter and height is 3 meter. So this is my length and this is of width, and this is of height, and this is of density of brick. So load, suppose length is 1 meter and width is 0.23 and this is my height 3 meter and the density of the brick is 20. So my load is this multiplication of this 13.8 for the kilonewton meter. Now first you select the member where you are applying your load. Suppose this is my beam, and this beam, these two beam are have the load of 13.8 kilonewton per meter. So first select the two beams and go to the assign and frame and distribute it. Now when you click, I have a dialog box in front of us. So first select the load pattern names. Basically I have the two type of the primary load, dead and live. So first this is my dead, select the force, this is my gravity, and select the load values, that is 13.8, and click on apply. So here you can see the value of the load on the beams. Now these two beams have the partition wall loads, and that is the half of this load. So suppose this is my partition wall load is half of this load, that is of 6.9. So again go to the assign, frame and distribution, and select this is my 6.9. So this is 6.9 and apply and OK. So these two beams have the 6.9 wall load. Now next load is a floor load. So suppose slab depth, my slab depth is point of 125 meter. So this is of thickness density of concrete. So this is, suppose this is my thickness, point of 125, and density is the 25, and the load is this multiplication of this 3.125. So and finishing load is, suppose I have the 3 inches finishing, that is of 0.075 into density of marble, your tile. Suppose here I am considering marble. So and this is my thickness. So this is suppose 0.075 into density is 20. So load is, this is of this, so total load is, so my total is plus 4.625. So first, for applying, so this is my slab. So first you select your panels and go to the assign and shell load and uniform, and I have the value of 4.625. so this is 4.625. click on apply and OK. Here you can see this is my 4.625, and also you can check the 3D views. So now my next load is this is of floor load. My next load is the live load. So for the live load, you just follow IS 875 part 2 1987. So this is my live load code IS 875 part 2 1987. Here I have the classification of the buildings, different type of the buildings. So first you check out which type of building you are designing. Suppose here I am talking about the holes. So suppose this is my rooms, and this is the load value, that is the 2 kilonewton per meter square. So first you go to the code and select the panels and go to the assign and shell load and uniform, and this is your live. So select the live, and this is the 2 kilonewton per meter square is your live load, and apply and OK. So here you can see my live load is applied on this panels, and you check the value of the dead load and live load for the floor for these panels by the right click of the mouse. First select the panels and then right click, go to the load. So here I have the 4.625 dead loads and 2 kilonewton per meter square is my live loads. So this is your basically dead and live loads. Now how to create the combinations. So first, for how to create the combinations, so this is your IS codes, you just follow. There are the different type of the combinations. So in this we can define the combinations. First go to the define and load combinations, and you can use the by default combinations, add default design combinations. Select this is my concrete frame design, OK, and here I have the two type of the combinations. This is the first method to apply the combinations by automatic combination, and also you can apply the manually add new combinations. Suppose here this is my dead load plus live load, and this is my factor value. Suppose this is my 1, and this is of 1. Click on OK. First mention the other one loads. Suppose this is my live load, Now click on OK. So here this is my two loads by the automatic, and first load is my manual combinations. Similarly, you can create the other combinations. Suppose this is my dead and plus live load, and this is 1.5. so first mention here two loads and change the dead to live, and mention the scale factor. This is of 1.5 and this is also 1.5, and click on OK. So basically these two loads by the manual and these two loads are automatic. Click on OK. So this is the simple process to create the combinations